While everybody is learning the top tiers in 2x KO like Echo, Yasuo, Illaoi, and Jinx, I have become an expert on Warwick Braum, and this team is absolutely nuts, and I see no one using. Literally, I have encountered 0 people online or in the game actually playing this combination of characters, and their synergy, their damage output is absolutely insane. So I basically want to share why this team is so strong and all the tech that I have been able to found with them. Okay, so you already saw Touch of Death, right? Well, here's another one. So that is the first reason as to why this team is really strong, okay? The damage output that they can get is really high even after the nerfs for Double Down. Just the trick is that you have to do the supers separately, you know, not one after the other, so that you don't get basically the penalty of the Double Down nerf that makes supers consecutively get more scaling, okay? And the combos are really swaggy. I love how they look also, but as you're seeing on the screen, the damage output is really high, and it is something that you get from really normal interactions, like both of the Touch of Death that I show at the intro and now are actually from medium attacks. So they are not weird or like super uncommon things that are gonna happen in a match. Like, it's going to be a frequent interaction in your fights. But it is not only that this team can do really high damage if they have the resources for that, but also that if you have less resources, their combo routes are actually really flexible, and you can use them as setups to either put Warwick on Bloodlust install or put Braum on a situation in which he has his Ice Shield. And we all know that Braum is not the strongest character in the world, but when Braum has his Ice Shield up, he's a much better character, dude. He's not bottom tier at all. So this team kind of like enables each other really well. They have a really high level of synergy, and you can get those like situations for basically set up the install or like power up for Warwick or Braum very frequently. It's a common thing. It's not like you're only gonna get it from a very specific interaction. Then another reason as to why both of these characters are really strong together is that both of them are good against sonars or projectiles. Like, they have projectile invulnerable moves, and you can even extend some of those moves thanks to their assist. So in that sense, both of these characters can deal with Jinx or Echo that are really strong top tier characters that have a lot of screen control, and you don't need to be playing, you know, another sonar to deal with them. You can play like a mix-up heavy, you know, rush down character like Warwick or a big body character like Braum. And look at the freaking damage that I got from only an anti-zoning tool with Braum into a Warwick assist, okay? So you have to kind of like think that this team is probably one of the best against zoning heavy team comps like Echo Jinx, or, you know, Echo anything else, Jinx anything else. This is probably one of the best answers because it's 2 characters that have projectile invulnerable moves, and sometimes you can even have the opportunity to get full combos out of them. Here you have the perfect example: anti-zoning tool into Warwick assist into a full combo that does a lot of damage, because Jinx also is a low life character, so it is the complete, you know, package to counter her. Then Bloodlust and anti-zoning tool with forward S2 into winning the fight. Okay, literally like an anti-zoning masterclass in terms of synergy between Braum and Warwick. And then another reason as to why this team is incredibly good is because you can hide Braum. You don't need to play Braum as your point character. Before, if you wanted to play Braum, your best option was to play probably Braum Blitzcrank, so you had to play Braum point. Now you can play Braum Encore, let Warwick, you know, run the show, and then boom, you get Braum with Ice Shield, extra armor when he's in. He also gets more options for combos because of the wild bounce. He gets a firewall that gives you a full combo because the enemy gets frozen. Like, Braum, when he has his Ice Shield up, is incredibly, you know, like 100 times better as a character. So the fact that the Warwick can enable Braum to play most of the time with the shield up, it is actually crazy. But it is not only that Warwick enables Braum because you can get the Ice Shield in between combos and after, you know, at the end with supers. It is also that if you want to, Braum can enable Warwick, and you can get Bloodlust up from 0 to 100 because you can get the Ice Shield in between, do combos like this, and basically do 2 level 1 supers that are gonna give you Bloodlust right away instead of doing a level 3, for example, and you get almost, you know, Touch of Death damage and Bloodlust from 0 to 100. It is really strong, And again, I really don't understand why no one is playing this combination with characters, except maybe because people don't want to play Braum. You know, that's kind of like probably the main reason as to why no one is trying this team in the game. And as you saw right there, yes, you can also get this type of combos with only 2 level 1s, and it is almost also touch of death damage. Okay guys, so that was the video. I just wanted to kind of make a showcase. It is a shorter video because it is not really a guide. I just wanted to show everything that I've learned and lab with this team, because I may be one of the few people that is actually playing it at a relatively higher level than just, you know, beginner or intermediate. And I just wanted to showcase that it can be really strong if you know what you're doing, and it can help people that, you know, are playing Warwick but don't know with who pair him as a team. Braum is a good option, or you're playing Braum and you don't know who to use except for Blitzcrank, you know, since it was kind of like the closed beta team for Braum, at least in the higher levels. So yeah, I hope that it helps someone. Again, leave a comment with what you think about this team, and see you on the next one.